2 months after Hamas unleashed waves of horror on communities near Gaza in southern Israel, the country is still searching for the living and for the dead, the line between the two fragile, gauze-like. In unprecedented times, Dr. Hagar Mizrahi has been handed an unprecedented task: to make a declaration of death where possible, even in the absence of forensic evidence or a body.
You know, watching films, seeing pictures and hearing testimonies as a way to get into the point that you decide as a doctor that someone is dead. It's very, very unusual.
Mizrahi is a surgeon and the head of the Israeli Health Ministry's medical division. Along with 2 other medical experts, she's scanned photos and hours of video documenting Hamas atrocities on October 7th in an effort to understand the condition of those known to have been injured, perhaps fatally. They include cell phone video from witnesses, CCTV footage where available, and the trophy videos filmed by the militants themselves, posted on social media or recovered by Israeli security forces from cameras taken from those killed or captured.
We've seen a young person getting shot at. He was dragged out of a car, and then later on we have seen another film like an hour later to the main event, and you can see that the body is not moving.
Images are magnified, she says, to help locate wounds and their nature. Video slowed down for any sign of life, a breath, or the flicker of an eyelid.
And when we have seen enough pictures, enough films, enough data, we have reached to the conclusion that someone is not moving, and we got to the conclusion that he's dead.
Mizrahi says it began as a request from people who'd either heard reports or seen video of their loved ones being shot or injured or being taken to Gaza, wanting to know the potential impact of those injuries.
And we actually conveyed the message to the families: this is the situation. We believe that someone is wounded. We believe that is really in a very horrible state or whatever. And this is the thing they needed.
You said there's no room for error in this kind of situation, this scenario where you're basically telling somebody the worst thing that they can hear. But is there room for error in this method?
We are 3 different doctors. We're watching everything together, but any decision is taken like everyone is deciding the same. So if anyone is not happy or thinks that there is something, even the slightest, doubt, makes us decide that we cannot get into the conclusion of someone's death.
In some instances, the committee has been able to determine a person's status based on intelligence and, more recently, from hostages who've been released.
There were sort of confirmed things that we have seen at films, so in a way it helped us to understand that someone is dead.
Mizrahi admits there is much about the process that goes against the grain professionally, but she's at peace with what they're doing.
We thought about what will happen with the family waiting without knowing, while we know the answer. We know the answer. It's a horrible decision to make. It's very hard, but still, when thinking about the families, we believe this is the right way to do it.
The committee also works with one of the country's chief rabbis, who's able to give rabbinical approval to the declarations of death. I guess inevitably I come to the question about how you're doing. How are you doing?
That's the thing.
The toll taken is undeniable. But Mizrahi says knowing she is doing something to help others helps keep her going.
So
She's also managed the teams in different Israeli hospitals preparing to receive released hostages. She wants to see more of those happy moments when families are reunited. Of 135 people still believed held hostage in Gaza, Israel has declared 19 of them dead in absentia.
we are waiting for all of them to come back. We are waiting for them to return. And the system is ready. At least at under my responsibility, everything is ready for them to come even tonight.